So
We
apparently, TT stands for Tides of the Tiger.
Ties of the Tiger. Interesting. I didn't know that. We're gonna
I did not either.
switch over to the map selection. We've got the Discord up here. Currently, they're selecting the Team Survivor map. Um, if you've just joined us earlier today, just before MM were versing Riv, and MM had to play with four players. They couldn't play they couldn't find a fifth. Um, I think this will also be another 4v4. Looking at MM's lineup, they only have six players on the roster, not eight, so not really able to get the fifth. Looks like Tohunga is going to be the first map for Team Survivor.
All right, that should be an interesting one for with a 4v4.
I think it would be a lot easier for them to play together with four, being a bit of a smaller map compared to Orbital. But I would be surprised. I would actually be surprised if any of the team members opted for an SRA or PSG this time round. With Tohunga being a small map, those snipers don't really change the game that much. In fact, it's more of a deficit taking a sniper in Tohunga.
You know, it would be interesting. Although I'll say that it seems that Binge and Grab and Knifey are both pretty dead set on using Sniper. I mean, I see it with them not only in match play, but even in pugs and pubs as well. Um, then the CTF is coming down to Tohunga or Turnpike. Watch them pick Tohunga.
Ooh.
It'll
Oh,
be
looks like it's
Turnpike.
going to be Turnpike. All right. I'm just going to switch back to this transition page, update the maps. Tohunga, make sure I spell that correctly. TS and Turnpike CTF. Alright, jumping back in the server now, switching to gameplay view. It's looking as though it will be another 4v4. TT not having any subs in the server just yet. And I think MM just finishing up their demo upload and Moss stuff.
Oh, somebody pinged me on this Discord. Oh yeah, that was just CMP.
Blue team wins.
So seeing the lineup here, I know Snull and I know Sylar and I know that they're both very strong players. Comparing them to the Rev players we just saw, I think this could be a match which falls in TT's favor. Though looking at the ping difference, we're seeing that MM actually has the advantage here. With their players pinging between 50 to 100 milliseconds versus 150 to 200 milliseconds.
Blue team wins.
For those unaware, that's about 100 millisecond difference, 0.1 of a second.
It would be interesting to see how this plays out that way because I mean, MM's only got one player over 100, and that's John Wick, and everybody on the other team's over 150 or higher pretty much. And actually, it looks like TT's only got 2 people in the server so far.
3 now. They had a 4th. I don't know where. I think it was Aquila. I'm not sure where he's gone, but MM have readied up. They're pretty keen to get this one started. Obviously, still quite warmed up from the last game.
Red team wins.
Just gotta make sure they sort the ults out.
Yeah, who do we got here? Ask them while you're in there. Oh, yeah.
Downloading map. Who doesn't have Tohunga downloaded? Seriously.
That is, yeah. Especially B8. I mean, it's been around for since before I left.
Yeah, a very long time.
It has become quite one of the mainstay maps in the game, that's for sure.
It has, and you know, it's quite interesting. I designed it specifically for Team Survivor, and its popularity actually surfaced with Capture the Flag.
That is interesting.
It is.
You know, when it comes to CTF, it's to me, it's kind of crazy because that fence in the middle slows it down so much, and it's really the only thing that makes this map like a good CTF map, because if that fence wasn't there, the cap would just be way too fast.
Oh, it'd be like 3
And-
seconds. It'd be like Algiers almost.
Yeah, yep. And just, it's so amazing that that one simple little feature of the map completely changed its gameplay.
Wins.
Yeah, like completely. It is really interesting because I mentioned this in another stream, but I left the scene not long after like Tohunga Beta 10. And Beta 10 was in response to, because at the time Tohunga wasn't popular for Team Survivor. And so I released Beta 10, and that was a dig at trying to balance CTF a bit more. Which wasn't too well received, I understand. It was actually a completely different version of the whole map. So I left the scene for a good fucking 6 or 7 years, and only to come back and find out that it's like flaming hot. Like everyone knows the map better than I do, and I made the fucking thing.
I know exactly how you feel. It's like, honestly, it's crazy when people play a map so much that you made it, and yet they're like, they tell you things about it. It's like, wait, how did I not realize that?
Yeah, and like most jumps are looks like we're getting underway. I'm just gonna finish this sentence though. Most jumps most jumps are intentional, right? But then there are some jumps out there which people find out, and I'm just like, well, that's crazy, man. I didn't intend that to be there, but that's pretty damn cool.
Yep. All right. So we are live in TS. We've starting off here. So far, they're up 3-2 in this round.
Yeah, Binge and Grab going down to his own grenade.
And you notice that Sasha and Rick were on complete opposite sides of the map, not sticking together at all, being the last 2 alive.
Quite unfortunate. Looks like we've got a push into tank here.
Yup. Ooh. That was quite the nade. Now it's down to Binge and Grab by himself.
They're gonna get the mid at tank. 3 fully healed players. They know where he is.
Yep.
Wins.
Just looking at that ping difference again, now that all players are connected.
I remember $Null from back in the day. He was always a pretty good player.
He was actually. He was, and he's been around for a very long time actually.
Yeah, he has. That's what I'm saying. I remember him from back, you know, before I took my break. And he's always been competitive and been around for a long time. Can you flip over to red team when they respawn here?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see what they're doing coming out the start here. So, yeah, they're all going the same way. You got Knifey trying to snipe down mid. Up, one of them's cutting back hotel, but now you got all three at fence. Alright, moving out. Up the bridge. They're kind of sticking together a little better here. Now they're getting taken down. Okay, 1v1. Come on, Knifey. Show us what you got.
Knifey with the SR8 versing an auto. Holding that angle by hotel.
Oh.
Sylar would have heard the weapon switch. Knows where he is. HP is roughly even now.
Hylar just...
1 minute left on the round time. We haven't seen very many draws. Knifey managing to get the pick.
They got it. Nice.
Nice.
All right, let's see how they're playing coming off here now. Knifey going into ton.
Oh, not managing to get the pick. That's going to be a quick cleanup for TT.
That was a fast round. TT's sticking together. You see TT's strat for having 4 is a good strat. 3 of them are sticking together tight, and the 4th is flanking. And I think that's a great strat to play in this map when you're doing a 4v4.
Oh, I think 4v4s in general, it's actually... Yeah, it's actually a really good tactic. Just having that support from your teammates. We got a 1v1 here now.
Oh!
Sylar will pick off the dome.
Let's see if they stick to that same strat. That 3 together. Yep, 3 together, 1 flank. Still stick. You see them on the mini-map. The one got lit up. The other 2 responded to move up to where the other one was. Oh, and that flank. The guy coming from the flank.
And watch them regroup here. Like, so
Yeah.
they got a pick on Sylar, but the team is just regrouped through tunnels. Not allowing MM to actually split them up.
They are playing, their strats are solid. They're really sticking together well as a team. They're playing off of each other well.
It's good communication or good synergy. Whatever it is working well for them.
Yup. They got one of them down, but they're already up 1 player. Up, now they're even again. They're split up a bit right now.
Switching over to MM, figure out where they are. MM
Oh,
are
they're
also
on
split up.
far opposite sides of the map. You know, this is the same theme that we saw in the last round, or in the last game too, is Rev just had that team play down a little bit better. They were sticking together better, they were moving it together as a team, and that's really what got the win for Rev in the orbital in TS versus MM.
Yeah,
you know,
completely.
MM just seems to... They seem to be trying to play the route strat with only 4 people, and it's just not working out for them.
I'm not seeing as many grenades go off, and with how TT are playing, I mean, they're not grouped up so much that a nade would definitely take them out, but
And remember what we were talking about in the last stream, you know, nades aren't necessarily just about taking a player out. It's also a psychological thing. You can either use it as a distraction, or you can use it to, you know, thwart the rush. And it seems like maybe we could have a little bit better use of nades in this one here too. But we got a 2v1 now. Although you got the top player in the game versus Knifey and Sasha.
We saw at the beginning of the round, grouping up actually helped them out that round.
Yeah, it did.
They were able to get the picks and have the support from their teammates, though they are split off now, which is not what they want to do. They don't want to see kills. Oh.
There they go. They got
Knifey
it, though.
will take it,
Knifey dropped that SR8 and picked up an auto, finally.
That's good to see. Five round deficit here. Some very slow rounds of Tohunga being played. Normally, the rounds are between 30 seconds to a minute, but it looks like we're getting just under a minute a round here.
Yeah, much closer to the minute mark.
We're left with a 2v1. Sasha knows he's in hotel, will make the pick, bringing that round deficit to 4.
You know, it seems like that last round, the last 2 rounds, they did start off tight together. And maybe they've picked up on the fact that they need to stick together a little better. Here, again, this round, they're sticking together a little bit better. Maybe a little too close, actually, but... Like I said, Mudcats Marauders is a new team. They just got together shortly, you know, a few weeks ago. And they're probably still learning how to play on each other.
Oh, Knifey with 13 HP against Rocky 70.
Oh, Rocky knew he had it and took it.
Very quick with that flank though, it was quite nice.
Yeah, it was. You know, Rocky seems to be one of those slightly twitchy players, kind of like myself.
It's... You can see it's either a really high DPI or a high sens.
Yep.
We got a 2v1 situation. Oh,
Oh, nice,
Benjamin
nice.
grab with the clean up. That's a 4-round deficit. If they can keep this momentum going, this could actually end up in MM's favor.
I definitely, you know, I really think it's going to come down to the team strat. It seems like the guns are pretty equally matched. It doesn't seem like either team is really outgunning the other team hardcore. It's really going to come down to how they play together as a team.
Yeah, definitely. We're really seeing like the rounds where MM have that team synergy. They're pulling off the picks.
Well, it looks like they're losing a little momentum here. They need to regroup. You know, we were talking about timeouts last time. Right now, if I was Mudcat Marauders, now would be a good time to pull a tactical timeout.
Definitely. With 10 minutes left, we're only halfway through Tohunga.
Oh, come on. Oh, man. Take that timeout. Let the other team cool down.
Ah, Snell
Oh, boy.
just mowing them down.
Oh, we got a 2. That's why they're struggling. They need to stick together a little closer.
I'm
And
watching.
going in tunnels. going tunnels with an auto is really not the best play.
It's hard to defend from tunnels, and intentionally made so. One of the earlier versions of Tohunga, actually, it was when people were beta testing Tohunga, I found that snipers kept going in there.
Yeah, and I think it's well balanced for a sniper because one of the things about those long shot and in maps like this, you know, coming from tunnels is you have the advantage because you have a little bit of cover, but you also have the disadvantage because you have limited room. So if an auto's shooting at you, they basically just have to hold it in, you know, a little area and just spam it, and they're gonna get you.
Precisely, yeah. And well,
So
being the defending auto in there is not ideal because you don't have the movement speed from someone pushing in.
Yep.
You're certainly a lot
Exactly.
more predictable than someone who's moving at speed.
Yep. I
We're
typically try to
seeing,
stay out of tunnels.
yeah, same. I avoid it at all costs, unless I'm trying to draw around intentionally.
Yeah. Oh, he saw you. He's gonna get you.
Blue team wins.
Oh man.
Hello?
Camping that's Hi ZMB, how are you?
Stream went offline. I don't know if you know about that.
Oh no, we did not know.
No, I didn't know about that. I'm still streaming on my set though, so should come back.
Okay, yeah, it's live. Sorry for bothering. I've heard.
No, it's all good.
No
Thanks, Z. Oh,
Yeah,
knifey.
come on 2v2. Let's pull it out. Oh.
Oh, Snow with the flank. That was
Yeah,
clean.
he's a good player. He really is. He's got great game sense. Clean player too. Like some people who are really good, even when they're legit, it still feels, you know, like maybe there's more to it. But he's always just been a clean player. Like you never have those man, that was sus moments.
Yeah, yeah.
Watching I flipped over to red again on my side, and again they're split up. I think I think Knifey's clan let ZMB get in their head too much, you know. ZMB's always talking about you gotta play the positions. And I think they're honestly trying too hard to play positions here. And they're splitting each other up and getting picked off one by one.
Yeah, as we were saying before, playing those positions is quite crucial when you have a 5v5 situation, but like if you think about Tohunga and you're playing a 5v5, if you're a team member down, you'll often see teams either regroup table mechanic or regroup at tank, and then move out together as a unit. Though
yeah, sometimes they regroup at hotel too, which I think is a bad plan, but I do see it happen.
it's quite dangerous, with there only being like 2 entrance points and exit points. I mean, you can say the same about tank, but tank is very easily defendable.
Well, tank is very open, so you can move around and get positions on the angles and such. Whereas in hotel, you're really limited on the angles you can get. All right.
2v2 here. It's looking like
There
Knifey
we
will clean
go.
up.
Pull it out.
Oh, a little bit of team collision there, slowing down the speed of Knifey.
Yeah, I saw that. That honestly is One thing that since I've come back, I've noticed has frustrated me is the collision code seems to actually be a little more difficult. If you get too close to one of your teammates, it kind of stops you.
Oh, double dome from Null, taking out Binge and Grab. We're seeing some really good flanks. Another double headshot. Sasha got the SR8 again?
Does he?
Wins.
Sasha has got the SR8. And
Knifey's got an SR8 too. Sasha and Knifey are playing with SR8. You know, honestly, that's another thing that I think Knifey's team, or Mudcats Marauders, needs to really to do is, you know, one SR8's understandable, but having two SR8s is not going to work to your advantage in a map.
definitely not. Though, at this stage, it possibly could be that they have admitted defeat and maybe just wanted to get some of that sniper practice against a competitive team. As we know, like pubs really aren't the place to practice against competitive players.
No, it's always funny when I hear people talking about playing in a pub. I'm like, if I have a game coming up, I stay away from the pubs because it messes with my game sense.
Yeah, completely. It gives you a bit of a false sense of security. Looking like a 2v3 here.
Ooh.
2v2. Rocky will get the pick on Binge and Grab. Sasha taking some heat at tunnel will get picked off by Sylar.
Oh, Skylar pulled out an SR8.
Team wins.
We got Sylar and Rocky. Well, Rocky's got a not Rocky, sorry, Null has got a PSG. Rocky with a Sylar with a SR8. It's looking like we're actually just getting some fun action here.
Yeah.
Double vest from Null. So we were talking about the PSG earlier. Like just being able to get that second shot off, even if you get an armor or legs, you can just really do some damage with that PSG if you're quick.
Yeah, and that's really the key is like I was saying, with an SR8, if you rush an SR8 and they miss the first shot, you've got a good chance of taking them down. But with the PSG, they can miss that first shot and still get you with the second and third one.
Rocky's gonna flank. This is gold. Sasha though was expecting that. He spotted Sasha going cobble. 50 seconds on round time here.
They're both looking for each other. Oh, man. That was drawn out a little bit more than I expected.
Yeah, missing a lot of those shots though, connecting at the end.
Oh, nice shot by Knifey.
Red team wins.
Good job. That was a good round. Well played.
Two v three
See,
here.
just like that right there, where John Wick went out by himself.
Red team
If
wins.
they had moved together, they probably would have both still been alive. But they did get the round.
Oh, unfortunate.
Team wins.
Oh. Looks like we're about to start our last round of the match here.
Do you remember when in 4.1 when or maybe it wasn't 4.1, sorry, 4.0 when someone found out the SR8 drop bug?
I do. I don't remember exactly what that was though.
So you can actually still do it with the SR8, but you can only do it when it's the last bullet in the chamber. But you know how when you shoot the SR8, it has the bolt animation where it has to, yeah, cock the bolt essentially. Um,
Yeah.
if you were to shoot the SR8 and then hit your drop weapon key, essentially straight after shooting, you could then pick up the SR8 and shoot again before, like faster than that time of that bolt animation. And you can still get like you can still do the drop SR8 bug, but only when it's the last bullet in the chamber. Um, but yeah, no, I remember that being like quite OP, like with players being able to shoot and then pick up the gun, shoot again, pick up the gun, a lot faster than opposing SR8 players. And this is, I suppose, this was probably a bit more OP when the meta of the game was different. Like we see a lot more faster games, a lot more faster rounds, faster maps being played. We don't see the same like Casa Turnpike being played for Team Survivor. I remember Turnpike was hot with Team Survivor. Casa was always played in maps. Um,
Oh yeah.
and
Well, heck, I remember when Sank was played in CTF.
yeah, precisely.
that-
Like
That was a huge map.
Sank is massive. Yeah, and actually still one of my favorites for sure. But it certainly doesn't keep up with the new meta of the game and the speed for sure.
Yeah, it's definitely interesting how the game has evolved, even though it has not
Hasn't had any
Not,
updates.
Yeah, exactly. Not much has changed in the last 10 years. Well, Turnpike again on CTF. This should be interesting. Looks like TT's going to start out on blue side, which, you know, my personal opinion is that blue is a little easier. Hold on, before the game starts, let me send a message to the team. Oh, yeah, that's what I was doing.
I'm seeing the players still remain with their Tohunga loadouts. So Null with the PSG and Sasha with SR8. And then Knifey also with the SR8 and Binge too. So I'm wondering if they're gonna stick with these for the remainder of Turnpike.
Oh, they said that we've got some AFKs. Yeah, you know, that is interesting. I would be I really wonder why so many Sniper in maps like Tohunga and Turnpike really aren't the ideal pick. I mean, if you back in the 4.1 days, I remember a couple of players who could pull off some incredible shots. But it's my understanding that they have further nerfed the movement penalty for the SR8 in 4.3.
It's certainly what it feels like. I remember grenades and shotguns being the only weapons, and the HK-69, which could be classified as a grenade, They were the only weapons which were affected by knockback. But I do know that taking a shot from the SR8 will slow your momentum down. I've felt this myself pushing down Austria Tunnel, collecting
Oh,
a leg shot, and like my movement essentially just being grinded to not a complete halt, but certainly not maintaining the same movement speed down tunnel that I was. I don't remember facing
yeah.
this issue in 4.1 or 4.0.
Well, I was actually referring to being the one shooting with the SR8. You know, but I don't know for sure. Like I said, I just came back, but now there's a greater penalty for trying to walk and shoot or move and shoot versus the way it was before. It was easier to get a like a running shot with an SR8 then than it is now.
I can't confirm that. I rarely ever pick the SR8 in my loadout.
Yeah, me too.
So for me, it's just pure speculation at this point. But
I basically only play SR8 when I'm bored.
yeah.
It appears that ET had to use the restroom. They have half their team has gone AFK for a minute.
It looks
is
like
TT subbing in another player?
I think they might be.
And let's not forget, TT could force a 5v4 if they choose. They do not have to play 4v4. They could play 5 players and just make Mudcats Marauders deal with it.
That is correct. And like if they were playing if they really wanted to take the biggest advantage they could, they would do this because I talked about this in another stream, but the map point system, the MA point system, essentially relies on a team getting the maximum amount of points possible to help boost themselves if they were to draw up against anybody else in a future lineup. In which case they can't really anticipate that right now because not all the matches have been played and they don't really know where their standing is. It looks as though they might actually. I'm not sure if. I'm
They
not
said
sure
they're
if
waiting on that fifth.
fifth is still AFK or if he's gonna be subbed out or if he's gonna play. I'm not sure.
That will be interesting. And I mean, on a map like Turnpike, having a 5th player in CTF would be a huge advantage. You know, because the map is a fast map. It is a smaller map. And having that 5th player, it would really make it very difficult for the other team to be able to compete against that.
Oh, completely. Just following Paladin, or Pally, as he's named in the server, I'm not familiar with this player, Slackin. I don't think I've seen this player before, this name.
I honestly have not either. I haven't seen him or the AQLES.
I've seen a couple of them play in pubs, though they're not often playing Pugbot. And when I was actively scrimming over the last couple of years, we didn't ever scrim against any of the Brazilian teams, so kind of makes sense that I don't really know the player base that well.
Yeah, that's would be interesting to see how this guy plays.
It looks like TT are opting for the 4v4, not showing some good sportsmanship for sure.
All around, I gotta say, it has been this league has had a certain level of the teams have been really being, I don't even know what the word I'm looking for is, but everybody's been being good sportsmen about everything. You know, everybody's, tried to work with everybody. Haven't, I remember back in the FTW and STA days, like a team would want to reschedule and they would literally just, they'd be like, no, sorry, I'm not going to do it. Either play
Yeah.
now or forfeit.
Yeah. Or even the amount of trash talking that would happen in game.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, the amount of trash talking in game is definitely subsided. Like, we don't see as many people acting like they're teenagers anymore. I mean, there are still a few, but certainly not as many. It looks like we're live now. 4v4. Sylar being
Did
the
he fix his
one
name?
to sub out.
Well, we are live, and his name is not fixed. Is he even here?
It looks like
No,
he is
he
still
is.
AFK.
Oh, wait, now
Oh
he
no,
is.
there we go. Alright. Just doing the name change, I suppose. Knifey's still opting for the SR8. Flag is open, though teams have just respawned.
And TT's got the red flag. Going in for the cap now. And he's got it. Alright, remember we were talking before, the blue side, in my opinion, is the easier side. So we'll have to see how it goes on the second side too. And Sasha grabbing the blue flag. Oh, but that was returned quick, and the red flag is loose, and they got the cap.
Wicko here on the flag. Teams will be respawned, and he won't make it back through mid, unfortunately.
Alright, we're up 3-0 so far. 8 minutes in. 8 minutes left. Oh.
Team down
All
for
red is down.
MM. They're gonna make a breakaway with the flag.
Oh, they got this one. That was a nice cap.
That was
a
smooth.
really good cap.
Another team down for MM.
AQLS seems to know his CTF well. He seems to really know how to work the caps and the movement in the CTF here.
I think that definitely has to do with the mater of the different demographics. Like, as we see more in Western playstyles, like America, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, These teams often opting for the Team Survivor style gameplay, though Europeans, South Americans, often playing Capture the Flag and being good at it too.
Yeah, that's very true. I do wonder, you know, you hear discussion about which game style is more relevant or more real, and you know, a lot of the Europeans will tell you that it's the capture the flag is the better game style, as it requires more teamwork, more you know, game sense, more strategy. But maybe this is the American in me, but to me it seems like TS is actually the more realistic one, because in real life you never, like, people don't run around trying to capture flags.
Yeah, yeah. Like I think I've only seen that in paintball.
Exactly.
Coming from a level designer perspective, though, Team Survivor is
Oh, that was a nice stop.
double dome from Sasha. Team Survivor is certainly one of those game types where the game is easier to predict how people will play the map. Capture the flag. Capture the flag is really one of those hit and miss game types where it just requires balancing on the map, and that's actually something that's very difficult to do.
I
Pally
completely
will
know that.
try return this flag, won't manage to get it. 45 seconds on hot potato here. Certainly a lot more warmed up to Turnpike CTF 4v4.
Yeah, they're definitely playing much better this round than the last match. And I'm curious to see when the sides flip how they do, because I really do believe the blue side is the easier side.
Yeah, completely.
And it'll be interesting to see if they manage to take advantage of that or not. And here's the hot potato. See, AQLS right on. Oh, got taken out, but he was right on that recap. He was within a second or two of the flag when it came back.
That was very smooth movement. Like dropping the flag, knowing that there's 10 seconds until the flag is reset. I dropped it with 8 seconds left on potato and made it back to the flag, as you're saying. Just at the right time. It's very good game sense there.
Oh, blue's almost all down. Knifey's camping at the door waiting for the respawn. Is this tactic gonna work out for him? It looks like it is. He kept 3 of them in their spawn.
Bench will make it out with the flag, though no one on defense able to offer him support.
Back to another hot potato situation here. Oh!
With 2 people on defense.
Yep.
And TT with 3 on offense.
Oh, blue flags return. They're gonna go in for the cap.
It looks like they're gonna bring that safely back. One thing I would be interested to see is the complete difference that wave respawn makes to CTF competitively. Like if you remove the element of being able to team kill your teammates to respawn them on time, and then remove the consistency with knowing when your opposition or teammates are going to respawn, Obviously, it makes it a little bit more chaotic. But I'd be interested to
Yeah,
see how that changes the game. By just removing that team killing element.
well, you know that the Americans always played non-wave in the past. Like that was what the biggest difference between North American scene and the European scene was. Europeans always played wave, and the North Americans always played non-wave. Historically speaking.
Mm. Knifey will manage to return the flag.
You did not get away with the flag that time.
Looking like Sasha will make the
And
second
they
cap
got another
for MM.
cap.
Well done, boys.
Nice. Good round. Under a minute left here. See if either team can pull off a last minute cap. Blue's going for it. Snoll's running away right now. AQ covering his tail. AQ trying to return that flag. Oh, taken down. Looks like this may end with both flags away from base. 30 seconds. Oh my god, the flag carrier is coming back to try to return the flag.
A very brave move there. 15 seconds.
It can be done. Oh, but Ben and Garb got that one. 8 seconds. Nope, we're going to end with both flags out.
That concludes the
All
first
right.
half.
Honestly,
MM.
that was pretty close.
Yeah, MM putting up a really good fight there. That was actually pretty decent.
I cannot wait for the second half here. Let's see how long it takes them to get readied up.
So what was that total score? 2-7. So there's a 5-point deficit. Let's see if they can close that gap for the second half. I think they can.
Come on. Yeah, MM's got to pull home at least one map today. You know, one of the interesting things I find about maps like Turnpike and Casa and such is they don't look bad, given Urban Terror. They don't look bad, but you can definitely tell the difference between Turnpike, which was made back when the textures were kept much smaller in size, versus like Tohunga, which is newer, and the textures are a little bit higher quality. Which you actually even, if I'm assuming correctly, you even opted for a little bit of downscaling in your textures for optimization as well. You didn't include any real huge textures in.
Yeah, that's
Tohunga,
correct. Like Tohunga actually had an HD texture kit, which would overwrite the textures that were packaged with the map. That I think I've only seen people use when they make videos. But like it brought down the file size by quite a bit, and back at that time, like a lot of people were still, like they didn't have fiber internet, they were still on VDSL or ADSL even if they were unfortunate.
Yeah,
but maps like Pipeline, a lot of the textures on that map are actually a lot higher quality. But you do bring up a really good point, like some of these maps actually didn't really need much of an update. All it was that they needed was some like texture refurbishment. TT bringing back the second cap with 1 minute in.
Yeah, 1 minute in, they already 2 up. Come on, Knifey.
One thing I'm a little bit sad that the public never got to play was Skaz's remake of Turnpike. We did get a preview of that in a couple of Urban Terror HD videos. Oh, null with the nade. What was that?
Sasha just stood there and took it.
I'm not sure if you saw that. I can't remember the exact map name. But there was a full remake done of Turnpike, and it looked beautiful, like absolutely beautiful, but unfortunately wasn't ever released to the public.
I think I saw something about it a long time ago, but I can't even remember the details. I did see the Turnpike for URT 5, and definitely a world of difference.
Oh, massive difference. Absolutely massive difference.
It doesn't even look like the same game, to be honest. The flag's back! Go! Go!
I'm not sure what's
What
going
are
on.
you guys doing?
Is-
I don't think
does
he
it-
knows that he has the flag.
Oh, binge and grab,
Ooh.
just collecting the legs there. Unfortunate. They'll make this one out. But
Maybe. Just saw one go middle.
they've only got Sasha on
Got
defense.
returned.
They've just gone down. Sasha will return the
all
flag.
of TT's down. Oh no, come on. Oh man. What are the teams doing here?
Good awareness by Null there, just
Yeah.
not returning back to base, but actually just staying halfway through the map. Not what MM would have been expecting.
No, Null's definitely a good player. He's got a certain amount of game sense that a lot of players don't have.
Rocky hot on defense. Will manage to get the return and bleed out from that.
Blue flag is out. There it is. What in the world is that? Good
A
job,
lot of
Knifey.
spraying and a lot of praying.
Yup. 4 seconds. They're down to 1. You better move.
No, not able to do too much with that HP, unfortunately.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you, they're definitely keeping it a lot closer. It's 3-1 halfway through this half.
Yeah, at this point we already saw like a 4 or 5 point lead from TT.
Yep.
So MM certainly holding on. So TT able to make another breakaway.
Oh, and they got a recap. Look at that. They already grabbed the flag again.
Followed up, it's gonna look like they're gonna get this. MM with a full team down. Perhaps we should just stop talking about the score.
What do we got for weapon choices going on right now? I mean, I see Null with the auto. Is anybody still pulling the sniper out?
Yeah, I think Knifey had SRA earlier. I don't actually know if they still have. No, Knifey's opted for the M4. Binge and Grab has SR8 DE combo. And Wicco opting for a silencer, which is not all too common. Oh, not able to get the return.
Oh,
Knifey will collect
they
that
get
though.
the return. That was pretty epic play right there.
That was very
good.
close. Pali's on the flag though. Will come up from behind. Will manage to make a break with that flag.
And they got their return. Looks looks like another cap for PT. Yep. Oh, and going for the recap. AQLS. He has
Look at
got
those
some good
jumps.
moves.
That was smooth.
He has got great movement.
And I'm not sure if you saw it, but he already had like very not low stamina, but he had like just over half stamina when he was in pillars. So to make it all the way back was actually pretty nice. Oh, I love hearing those double dome kills.
Up, Knifey's got the flag, or Marauder's got the flag moving out. Can they pull it off? They got it! Nice!
And that was so far with one of the quickest caps from the blue team. From the blue side of the map, sorry, 9.8 seconds.
Better book it, Binge.
Binge will make it out, last one alive on his team. So TT are following in hot. They're making a push through Metro. I'm not sure if this is the best idea.
Oh, you see that's... Oh!
Oh, Binge and Crab not
Wow.
able to get the reset on the flag. 30 seconds left on the hot potato here. They're gonna have to move quick.
Another cap for TT. 10-2. Both one up. Both got flags out. The hot potato's the same as the game time. .7 seconds left.
That flag's gonna be reset if they don't touch it.
I know. I was just sitting there thinking, is nobody gonna go up there and touch it?
Hot
And
potato.
that's the game.
That's game. Well done, TT. It was a pretty decent fight by MM. Unfortunately, both maps going to TT.
Yep. Yeah. It was definitely something. I will say, you know, like I said before, Mudcats Marauders they're still a new team. They're still learning to play on each other. So I think we still can see them improve quite a bit over the course of the season.
Definitely. And as much as they may have practiced, they certainly wouldn't have anticipated a 4v4 situation. So, I mean, we know that actually just completely flips the game. You're having to play differently, having to rely on that team synergy. It's yeah, no, it makes sense how it would have been a difficult night tonight for them. Two games playing with only four players. Certainly different styles to what they would have been used to. But regardless, still put up a good fight, and I'll be looking forward to see how they do further on in the competition when they have a more balanced matchup.
Me too.
That's going to conclude the stream, guys. I'm going to leave this stream up and running, but I'm probably going to shut up now. Thanks for watching. Thanks for joining us. We have coming up on the calendar There are matches coming up, not for another day or two. We've got Red vs WG happening Wednesday on the 23rd, so Thursday. And then Friday there's a match between Rev and Rapid, which I should be able to stream. That's actually around the same time as around about now. And that's happening on the 24th, so Friday. So keep an eye out for that. I'll be around to stream that one, though I'm not sure if I can commit to the one on the 23rd. Thanks for
Well,
joining
Dell, it
me
was
today, Slackin. That was a lot of fun having a Shoutcaster.
yeah, it was a lot of fun, and maybe we'll do it again sometime soon. Normally, unfortunately, Fridays I will be stuck at work, but we'll definitely have to do this again soon.
Definitely. Thanks for watching, guys. Take it easy. See you next time.
Good night.